Alright, YouTube, welcome back to Stoned Alone. This one is more of a chill, real life kind of sesh video. I've got Isaiah here with me. We're just gonna be talking about kind of real, like how it is right now. Cause I'm actually the brokest I've ever been. And there's still going to be, like, cool travel stuff coming up, and it's, like, it's kind of funny because the things that are coming out as videos aren't really, like, representative of what it's like in between, and, like, the actual day-to-day, so, yeah. But I'm going to spark up this bowl, which was also a whole thing. We haven't had any weed. Like, no weed. I don't know. What do you think?
It's kind of weird for me to talk because I don't want to talk over you.
Yeah, like, what do you think about being broke? Take, like, a hit.
Now you got me nervous. Fuck. Being broke sucks, but it teaches you a lot of things as well, too, when it comes to, you know, appreciating the small and little things, like eating. Or, just, like, even helping in other individuals, your peers and partners and family, you know. I think it sucks, like that situation we went through in Walmart where we saw the lady not able to pay her groceries and she had like kids, you know. I wouldn't even imagine how that feels, dude. And we wanted to help her out so bad, but we were broke ourselves, and like that old saying goes, you know, a way to help a broke person is not being broke yourself. Yeah, being broke, it's like that. It's not completely like this, but it's kind of like that.
I really should explain, too, how it's like, you really put me up. Like, I literally am just, like, staying here, like, you're not even making me, like, pay rent or anything. Like, I feel like that's something I haven't even really been as public about, but it's also because it's like it hasn't really come up as much.
It doesn't have
but
to be
like,
public, you know, you don't even have to put it, you know, like it's a thing, like it's, you know, it's a thing, like, it's like, it's cool,
yeah,
you know? Like I really don't mind, you know, I'm just like, I really don't mind that, just tell you.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things too. It's like I do kind of want to put it out there because it's like later on when things are actually happening, it'll be like, oh yeah, like, I always fuck with you because of that, like, and really before, it's like, I don't know, this video's all over the place, but it's like, I feel like before I really wasn't in the best of situations, and that's why I actually wasn't even posting on YouTube, because I just didn't feel like I had myself together at this point where I was doing what I actually wanted to be doing. It was just like, you know, like you said, battlefield of the minds, like every day, just like wake up being like, oh, what the fuck, like a million things going on, a million different problems, and like not actually being able to do and like put out videos because I was just like all over the place.
Yeah, I think a lot of people our age, you know, Generation Z, millennials especially, just people our age in general just are like that when it comes just to thinking a lot. I feel like that happens a lot when it comes to like,
Ooh. Yeah, I think we both fit in.
Being broke, bro, like that's, if we had money, we wouldn't even be thinking about like, oh yes, like,
yeah, shake versus nugs.
Shake versus nugs. Why would we even just to smoke weed? Like I said, I smoked resin just to get little. Now that I say it out loud, it sounds like a fucking drug-y type of shit. What strain is this actually?
That does smell pretty good. Is this the
cookies?
Yeah, cookies. Was it Callisto cookies? Oh, so here's a question. Do you think is an $85 eighth is worth it?
I think it is worth it. Cause like when you were telling me that later on today, like before we got into the apartment, if I had the money to buy an $85 eighth, just because I love like weed itself, like I don't know, like I would want to see how that $85 taste of cannabis.
He is like too good for work, And because of that, he's still at home, and he's not even thinking about like, oh, it's a possibility I can stop doing this, because he's like, work, I don't want to do that shit, and it's just not cool, you know.
Because I know when it comes to work, fuck work, dude. On some real shit, like I really hate work in general. I hate working for the man.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to like saying fuck work, I could really understand like saying fuck work, but like when it comes to like fuck work and not eating, this, I don't know, like it's either
I'm gonna grab hemp wick too, actually.
that's kind of crazy, bro. Like that's the thing, like how can you, I don't know, bro. I can't relate to a lot of people when it comes to like work, because I used to pick up shit for a living. Like I used to do a lot of bullshit when it comes to work, and just to eat, that's the fucking bullshit part. Like if my mom cooked me food, I would eat it, you know. And when it comes to like parents being so like humble and like, you know, always loving. Okay.
And then back to like the Christmas gifts too. It's like every year, man, it comes back around to Christmas, and every year I like want to actually buy a bunch of Christmas presents and shit, but every year it's like, not again, it's that time again, like there's no money.
Forgot, bro, you have stripper throat. Fuck.
Yeah, and that was another thing too. It's like that was literally a setback, even though it could have been way more expensive. I didn't even go to a walk-in clinic. I found some online thing, and like literally a doctor called me, and I told them that I had strep throat, and she just like gave me a prescription for penicillin. Like she asked me all the symptoms and everything, but I was like, I definitely have it.
That's the future, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and that was only $35. When a walk-in would be like $150 and like $35.50 for just the test.
So you said, hypothetically speaking, someone who has chlamydia, is it possible to do it through the phone?
I think so, yeah. I think that's what they're saying.
And
yeah, it really is weird how the timeline happened. It was like, my mom was really sick, so I was starting the channel during then, and then kind of like stopping my videography stuff. And then we lived in Taiwan. I came back and just like met some of the weedtubers, and then boom, like I was back, and then boom, the deletions, and then the weedtube was started, and that's kind of like that history, and all the way until now.
So what do you think about the new like YouTube, the whole policy of like you could go back on YouTube, and like I know the weedtube is still out there, you know, and it's an awesome platform, fucking 100%, but like when it comes to like, you know, I'm gonna just name some weedtubers that are out there that are really big. Mr. THC, he's actually really big. Who as well? Dope as Yola.
What was it again? What was it?
Basically, what do you think about the whole? I just named out
just
a
like
lot
the
of,
new.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
new
I just started naming.
No, yeah,
fucking, yeah.
That was good.
Because it's fucking, yeah. I just started. God damn.
It's funny. I was thinking of totally different thing. I was thinking. I think that this makes for a good like podcast structure and stuff. But back to the question, like,
bro, I'm sorry to confuse you with the question, because I confused myself with the question.
I haven't smoked for like a few days, so I've got kind of a low tolerance, so I'm feeling good. But
hell yeah, man! I'm fucking feeling stoned as well. I gotta go work soon.
Oh yeah, dog.
But like,
well, so for the new weedtubers, it's like. Good question, because we talk about it a lot, and we talk about like it individually, and we do watch a lot of different weedtube videos and stuff together of different people.
Yeah, it's like when you're lonely, that's the only thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Introvert status. Sorry, again, go for it.
I think, like, I just love weedtube. Like, fucking, I don't even know how to express it. Like, there's literally just like. To me, it's like the shit. Like
WeedTube,
that is
the website, right?
Or
the WeedTube community.
Just WeedTube community in general.
Okay.
Cause, man, like I always wanted to be a YouTuber, but the second I saw a WeedTube video, I was like, boom, I'm a WeedTuber. Like that's, like I'm gonna, you know, and like it's weird because people that even knew me were like, oh, isn't that too limiting? Like only being specifically weed. I'm like, no, weed is like
Badass.
badass. Yeah, you can do anything with weed. Like, so, like, I don't know. So that's really a non-answer. We watch a lot of them. I think a lot of the new ones are entertaining. I think what they bring is like a swag, like a clout.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, yeah, they're
to
dope.
the community.
They're dope as fuck, bro. They're dope.
Mhm.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think about your channel in the future?
I think I do actually. I could see a little bit more of that influence, a little bit more of that swag. Like even in the Atlanta video,
Yeah.
I feel like it was pretty like new agey, kind of like. Cause weedtube used to be kind of like this indie cozy vibe.
Yeah.
It's kind of like oh, you know,
That's
like,
kind of true. You're right.
yeah, it's like really like personal, and like it's kind of like you know, it's like you wrap up in blankets and it's like warm and you drink some hot cocoa,
Smoke under the blankets. That's so cool.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
But now it's kind of like a oh yeah, like you know, oh like oh like I don't know.
No, yeah, 100%, bro. It has. That you're right. It has changed. Goddamn, you're making me think. Fuck. Actually, I never thought about that. Why haven't you never brought that up, bro? That's fucking crazy.
I think I just realized because you were asking that too. Like, why do you think a lot of the new YouTubers are getting so much attention, especially like now?
Yeah, you're right.
I guess it's the swag.
That was that one confusing question. Oh, I gotta go, dog.
All right, see you, dog.
This is crazy.
All right, well, this concludes this video. Check out Penguido on the weedtube. Yeah. Hell yeah, what a G. What a G. And if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching this. You know, it's experimental. But I want to shoot more longer videos. It's hard to bring out a lot of the real life when it's just kind of like time to film, you know what I mean? So I like having this interaction with someone else, in this case Isaiah. So I'll be seeing you around in the next time. Stay subscribed to Stoned Alone for more weedy dank content. I'll see you.